Welcome to Synced On Air. I'm your host, Angelique Robb, and really excited to have some new friends with me today, Courtney and Peter from Earthapro, which is a very new product, and they're doing some amazing things. If you were at Synced Live in Atlanta recently in January, you would have met them, but they're here on the show today as well. So you get to meet them now if you didn't before. So you guys, both of you have challenging last names. So why don't you go ahead and say your own last names?
Yes, I want to start. We're so happy to be here,
Yeah.
and we're so happy to have this time to talk to you, Angelique, and everything. So thank you. My last name is Central European, so it's Krstich. It's only got one vowel in it, so people don't know how to say it.
Well, every time I look at it and try to say it, I think I say it a different way. So that's why I thought it's better if you say it again.
It's a tough name.
My
And
last name is
Peter?
Quan.
Quan.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a Chinese last name. I was actually born in Guam, an island out in the Pacific, and my grandparents were Chinese. So that's how I got my Chinese last name.
Awesome. Awesome. Lots of rich culture there. So
Yeah.
thanks for explaining where you're from as well.
Yeah.
So tell us, you're inventors, you're creators now. So give us kind of the lead up to the launch of Earthapro. Do you want to kind of build the story?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, so it was a year of making sure it was the right product. So this is really for small businesses and lawn care, landscaping, like pesticide applications, arborists. Like we worked with 6 companies in our beta phase for like 2 months. We met on a weekly basis, and we just talked through what kind of features they would want, like how they value the features, and then like I designed the UI and I also designed and everything, the marketing, and Peter developed all of the software. So we did everything in house. We didn't offshore anything to like outside of the US. It was just us.
Wow. But let's go back even further. What helped you see this as a need in the industry?
So I guess this goes back to my experience. So I started off my career at PepsiCo and Frito-Lay, getting into CPG and stuff. And then after that, I accepted a job in chemical manufacturing as a salesperson. So I would go to like big box, like Lowe's and Home Depot, all over the US. And then I would go to like independent garden centers all over the US, mostly the Mid-Atlantic. And then a lot of them had lawn care divisions or landscaping divisions. And I would talk to some of my customers, people that would buy the herbicide or something from me. And they would be like, yeah, here's my business. I run I think I do like 1 million, 2 million. I'd be like, what? Like, how do you not know? Like, how do you not know? Like, if you think you're doing that well, that's really great for you. But like how? Like, and in there, like, it's in my noggin, it's in my head. I wrote it down on pen and paper, and like I manage everything on my iPhone notes. And
My goodness.
yeah, like it was really, really crazy to me. And you know, I thought my like boyfriend at the time is a software developer.
I'm the boyfriend.
Okay. Okay. Good. I'm glad it's a different person.
That just came out so poorly. I meant to say, he was my boyfriend at the time. Like, there's so many things that I want to say, and there's so many things that we want to say.
Yeah. So Courtney had all these, she saw like this gap in the market, and we would talk about it all the time. And as we started like seeing what we could do here, we realized we could combine our talents because Courtney has all this industry knowledge. She knows what product is needed. And I've been a software developer for several years. And I've always had this itch to just jump into a startup. And when Courtney started coming up with this idea, I was like, let's just do it. Let's just leave our jobs and just do it. And we officially went full time about a year ago. It was I'm getting my years all mixed up. So it was like spring, early to mid spring of 2024. We just jumped in full time,
Hey.
and we have been just grinding to get this product out, and it's been the most exciting like journey of our life so far. We're having a blast doing this.
This is amazing. And like you said a long time or like how long ago do you think you were talking about it, Courtney? You were in your traveling phase and you were, you know, talking to Peter about it. Like, has that been years in the making or?
I mean, it's been a long time. I've always had this like entrepreneurial spirit, and I've always wanted to like make something that was my own. And like even in my workplace, like when I was at PepsiCo, they were just telling me what to execute in these stores. Then I was at the chemical manufacturer, and I got to make my own plays that would be executed like in like hundreds or like dozens of stores. After a while, I was like, I want to keep doing this, but I want to do it for myself. And I was thinking like, I was constantly thinking of like different products that we could make or just something that would let us do this in a way that would be like new and refreshing that would actually be needed in the industry. Because like when we were thinking about Earthapro, it's gone through so many different revisions, mostly last year as of like what is our market? Like where is there actually need? Because like the last thing that we wanted to do is build something that wasn't necessary
Yes.
or build something that wasn't like people didn't like.
Or it didn't make a difference,
Yeah, or didn't
you
make a
know?
difference. Like
Yeah.
we wanted to make the most difference that we could and actually bring value to people who like haven't seen that kind of value in a software. So our whole thing with Earthapro is that we simplified the software. We wanted to make it as easy to use. So as accessible as possible
Mhm.
and as like easy to start as possible and get them from like entering in a customer to doing estimating and job costing and scheduling and then invoicing pretty much as fast as possible in a way that feels really accessible.
Well, and I think when you look at our industry, most of the people that are accidental entrepreneurs in our industry that they start doing this as a side gig and then it ends up as a business and they didn't, you know, they like to do the physical side of the work. And
Mm.
and so there's usually a big divide of people that want to use software and want to develop software maybe from the start, like you, Peter,
Yeah.
like versus people that want to work outside and do, and they like the excitement of, driving to a new place, like outside, they're not, it's almost, one way or the other. There's no in between. So I think you really hit on something that until you're a certain size and you have different capabilities within your business, you need something dead easy to get your foot in the door and to use more technology solutions. And did you have time? So you just launched. So was this that you actually launched or were you doing the beta testing in early 2024?
So we were doing the beta testing in 2024. We kind of did a soft launch at
Okay.
Sync Live.
Yay!
So that was my like first like foray into getting in, like really getting in, like really getting involved.
Yeah.
We use Synced as our time to say our beta is over. We've had enough like feedback. We made enough adjustments, and we use the trade show in Atlanta, the Sync trade show, as like this is our time to let's make like our website was you had to have a beta code to get the software, and we removed that beta code in Atlanta at the trade show. So we're like, this is our launch, and now it's public, and now we're going to be. She's always been like, on the business side, selling it, building up our brand. And now she's helping me transition from being like, 100% tech to being maybe like 50, 70% tech and just help, participating in the business more, putting,
In clients.
helping clients, helping sell, helping support. And it's just been so much fun. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Well, that's funny because that's such a different role too,
Yeah.
like you've been in development. And so, well, it's good that you like this part too.
Yeah, it's like our baby, and I just want to see her. I want to help our baby grow in whatever
Oh,
way possible.
literally, it is our baby. So we
Yeah,
named our company after. I'm sure we told you this, but yeah, just saying it again
yeah.
because we love this part so much. We named it after our cat, Eartha. So Eartha Kit, Santa Baby, Catwoman. So we were like, what can we like? How can we include her in? So
Yeah.
we said like Earthapro, and it actually really works because
Yeah.
we're like down to earth. The software is down to earth. Like I
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's the green industry, so we're all about the earth.
Yeah.
um I want to say one more thing. Oh, so with our launch, we actually launched two products. So we have a free tier. So the free tier includes like a CRM, so you can organize your customers. It includes scheduling, like basic scheduling. And the CRM also has a map view too, which is really nice. And then it has invoicing. So that's the free tier. And then we have the paid tier. And so there are a few more like benefits there. There's estimating, there's job costing, there's more catalog features. And we're still building out some features that people have been asking for. And we're so like overjoyed that we have several customers already, and we're working with them, and we are happy to listen to whatever features that they want, and see if we can implement whatever we can.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that's great because it's, I think the benefits of being, you know, the two of you starting this and you create everything in house is that you can listen to feedback and you can implement it and you can, really give that one-on-one service. So how's it? I mean, so we're only a month out from Sync Live. So is it, how is the launch going? What are you hearing from people? What's going on?
It's going really well. She's in regular contact with our customers. We're getting positive feedback. They're messaging us any questions they have, and we're trying to provide like quick customer support. And we actually had a couple people already who found the website independently. Like it's not from any connections we made. They found the website themselves and they purchased the product themselves. And when we saw that happen a couple weeks ago, we're like, oh, this is like incredible. Like
Yeah,
it's so,
just so
so
exciting.
exciting. Yeah. Like all of her outreach has done. She's done such a great job doing all this outreach, and she's put our product out there, and it's just exciting. Yeah.
Well, and I mean, some of these questions I know already, but I want our audience to know. So can you kind of delineate who is the best client for your software? I mean, we kind of talked about it, but I think you have quite, full parameters on who you think can benefit the most from it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think people who are starting a lawn care, landscaping, or arborist business would really benefit from our free tier because they don't want to, they don't want to pay for something right now. They're unsure whether they should use Excel. You know, I think that like that's a good group. The next group, I think, are people who have small lawn care businesses and they're already using something, but they just want, like, it still feels kind of inaccessible. Like some of these softwares, like, take like a year or two just to get comfortable with. So like some people feel like there's too many features. Not that those features couldn't be useful, but they're paying for things that they're not using. Like, the last thing that people want to do is like not feel like they're getting the value out of the software that they're purchasing, or like anything like clothes or
Anything. Yeah.
food or for whatever.
And we've all done that, paid for something and went, oh my goodness, what did I get into? This is more complicated than I thought, and I don't have time to learn it. So, yeah, good. Yeah, and I think there's so much room for those kind of solutions in our industry. What is your what's the future look like? Where do you go from here? Yeah, are you going to be going lots of trade shows? Are you going to be, what do you have a plan for the next year or so, or can people meet you in different places?
We're gonna be little road runners, so we're gonna all over the place. We're gonna be trying to tap on people's shoulders and they're like, hey, your association sounds really cool. Like,
Yeah.
how can we like help? How can we get involved? Is there any way like we can just be there, at least listen to people and meet more people? We're actually going to a few more trade shows this year, but the big one is Equip. We're going to be exhibiting at Equip. It's the first booth in the West Wing as you walk out of the stadium.
Okay. Okay.
So it's very exciting for us.
Very visible. And yeah, and it's usually in October. It should be in October.
Yep.
I need to look at those dates. So, well, great. So that'll be a big one. That'll, I mean, what is it, 20 or 30,000 people there? So quite a big showing. Awesome. Well, yeah. Do you travel anywhere else this year or yeah,
Yeah,
or
so
is
we
that the big
actually she has all like this list of potential trade shows we could go to, and
Okay.
there's two trade shows in a few weeks that are actually on the same day,
Oh
and
no.
but it's like because I'm really jumping into like learning how to like sell this product and help
Mhm.
customers learn more about it. We're we were like, we could just split up. You go to one and I go to the other one, and I definitely was a little scared when she said that to me. I was like, oh, you want me to go exhibit by myself? But it's like especially the Synced trade show was such a good experience for me because it showed me how fun this world is. I'm from the I'm from like the software developer side. My intro to the world was all from Courtney, and it's been
Okay.
so refreshing to be in this world. We met so
Aw.
many like a lot of the conversations I had at Synced were so just genuine and long, and they everyone was so if someone wasn't interested in using Earthapro, they were so interested in sitting down with us, seeing our software, giving us all this feedback,
Great.
and it was like
Even if they weren't the
yeah,
right
Yeah.
fit for it.
yeah,
That is great
I
because again, you need to know what your niche is in the industry and that maybe helps you define your audience more and get more targeted with your marketing and things like that. So,
yeah. So we're gonna
okay.
probably split up. I'll be at a trade show somewhere in New Jersey, and she's going to Southern Virginia, and it
Okay.
it's a lot of fun. And after the trade shows, Courtney, I would say our plan after that is we're we're gonna be we have a list of more features we want to add. So we're continuously improving our product, and we just want to make the best product that we can.
And something else is that when I mentioned that we would split up to go to different shows, in my mind, I was like, this is the most time we'll ever spend apart. Like, always together.
Yeah.
Like, it has definitely made us closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, working together. And so, yeah, downsides, upsides, I guess yeah. You
I
want to
wouldn't
talk
have it
about that?
any other way now. It's
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the right answer.
that's definitely the right answer.
of course it can be challenging at times, but we love each other so much, and we're having so much fun working together, and we're each other's best friends, and we love doing this together. It's like I just couldn't imagine life differently right now.
Well, and it's interesting that you say, you haven't really known this industry.
Mhm.
So you're coming outside of this industry, and also Courtney, you worked in other industries too. So it's interesting that you've come into this industry and you're enjoying it and wanting to help people in it. And I think, there's nothing but good things that can come from that, from wanting to help people. I think that I'm glad to hear that you felt supported at our event, even if people weren't going to use your product, even they had a solution that worked for them, that they were able to give you feedback. And to me, that's where you're going to excel, is by listening to all these people and their experience and cultivating what's right for your group, your software, and your niche in the industry. I think it's only leads to success, the way you're doing things and how open you are to listening to everybody. So yeah, keep up that great work and that great ethos, and you will get there.
Thank you.
Well, and yeah, we'd love that we had you a part of our event. We hadn't even met in person before the event, so great to get to know you. And you guys are in Virginia, is that right?
Yeah, we're
So
just
that's where
outside
you're
DC.
based.
We're like 30 minutes outside DC.
Okay. Oh yeah, really close. Well, forgot to ask you where you're located, and what else do you want to tell our audience while you're online with us?
I want to say that with our product and the vision that we have for our future, we really want to all of our operations and everything Earthapro related inside of the US. So like we are not offshoring our development teams. We're not like we wanted to.
We're not going to offshore sales. We're not going to offshore like customer support. We want to, or offshore, development. Her and I built everything together. And as we grow and as we're going to hire people in the USA, because we want to be part of the solution. We want to help, grow jobs in the USA. And that's something that's like one of our core principles. And we're not going to compromise on that.
Yeah. We have a lot of pride in being citizens, and we want to help the US economy in that way.
Yeah. Well, that is great to say, and to hear the audience to hear that, because it also makes a difference that they understand, the culture here and the way businesses are run. And I think that that I lived in the UK for 20 years, and it's funny how we speak the same language, but the phrase is divided by a common language, because I even catch myself sometimes saying things that are misinterpreted because it's more of a British way of saying things, that, that can make a huge difference in how well you service your audience and your clients. So I think that, it's a strong plus that you're doing it all in-house and all in the US. So thanks for that. Anything like that you want to say about your recent time at Sync Live? Anybody that you met that was engaging and you thought, oh my goodness, we need to keep in touch?
So many. Yeah.
I think like after the event, I posted on LinkedIn, and I was trying to think of everyone who we had a really good connection with.
Yeah.
Like I felt like we would actually be friends
And
if we hung out more. And I kept adding people to the list, and I posted it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot these 3 people. I have to add them. It was so funny. But like I'm just like I was just very happy that this was the event that we chose to unveil Earthapro.
Yeah. And we're still in contact with a couple of people. We're talking with John Pajak, and there's a booth across from us. His name was Matt. He's such a cool guy.
Matt Cotera. Yes.
Yeah, we love him.
From Plot.
Yeah, we text sometimes.
Awesome. Oh, I love Matt. Yes, I know. So, I mean, it's funny because some of these people I've known for years, like Matt and Plot advertised with us like years ago, and then they got really busy and everything. And then, but we always kept in touch, and we'd go out and see bands at Equip. So Equip's a lot of fun, the after parties and everything. So I think that this is the start of your community, and we hope to do that with more and more people. So I love that we're creating a place for you to meet people and grow in the industry.
Thank you. We actually met Matt the day before the trade show started at one of the happy hours. We're just sitting at the bar, we're talking, and he was telling us, like, because when he learned our story, he learned like we're going after small companies. He was telling us that, he was like, Sync Live is the perfect place for it to be at. You're going to find so many of your ideal customers here. You're going to get meet so many genuine, make so many genuine connections. And yeah, he was absolutely right about that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, so why don't you let our audience know how they can reach out to either of you or both of you, or, get on your free trial to get some experience, test it out. Give us your websites and details.
Yeah. So website is www.earthapro.com. They can message us on Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn. Email is Courtney. So Courtney Krstich at earthapro.com. So COURTNEY KRSTICH at earthapro.com, or they could just go to our website and they can just sign up from there.
Or they can sign up for, she has her Calendly link on our website.
Good.
They can easily open up her Calendly on our website and set up a meeting with her, and she can walk them through whatever they need, whatever they need.
I'm always happy to do a demo. I'm also always happy for, like, if they do want to sign up, I can send them the sign up instructions, or I always say, like, I'll walk you through it. Let's book a meeting and I'll share your screen and I'll help you sign up and make sure that, like, you're comfortable with the software.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's needed. I think that makes it easier. You're making it as easy as possible for them to learn something new. And really appreciate that, because we're overloaded some days with information. It helps to simplify the process. So get on, book a demo. Courtney will walk you through it, and Peter will be there to support you too.
Yeah.
This super duo is leading the charge on getting businesses organized. So thank you so much. It's so great to know you two. And I love your enthusiasm. And, you've just jumped into entrepreneurship. And we like to support inventive, creative people like you. So have to keep in touch and have you back on, see where things grow in the next 6 months to a year. Looking forward to that.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And my gosh, like, in like 6 months, we're gonna be, like, I don't know, this past month is like wild for us.
Yeah.
This has been like a lifetime. So I don't know, where we'll be, but I know it's going to be in a good direction.
In a great direction.
Yeah.
We're going the right way, and it's fun. We're just having a lot of fun.
Well, let's do this. Let's meet at Equip, and we'll do a live broadcast there and see how you're doing. How about that as our next date?
Yeah.
Coffee date.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, and I did that with a lot of our people that we know. I went around with the microphone and to their booths and, talk to them, see how they've been doing and what their newest features are, how they've grown, things like that. So I'll see you there. How about that?
See you there.
We should have a group. Like, we can get a little group together.
That sounds wonderful. Yes.
Yeah. Wow. We have dinner or something?
Yes.
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
And some bourbon tasting, Okay, we'll go a week early. No, that'd be too much. Goodness, this has been so much fun, guys. Great to know you. Great to, hear your story and let our audience hear your story. And see you in Kentucky.
Awesome.
See you there.
Awesome. Thanks for being on today. And we'll see you again soon.
Yeah. See you later.